Alright, so in this video, I'm going to break down a situation where the Braves were pretty much not able to do anything all game offensively, but then in the bottom of the ninth, all of a sudden, the bats come alive and then they finish it off with a walk-off grand slam. So, in this spot, Carlos Estevez is the closer for the Royals. He led the league in saves last year, so obviously they trust him in this situation. Then you have reigning National League Rookie of the Year Drake Baldwin up to bat, so let's see what goes down. First pitch, fouled off, so already 0-1. Then you miss on that high pitch, and then all of a sudden you're ahead of the count 1-2. Great. You have a chance to get that first out on this 1-2 count to a young hitter. But even though he is a young hitter, he's acting like a veteran here because fouls that one off. Then throws a ball high, takes that one. Takes another one high, almost offers but doesn't. And then all of a sudden you are in a spot where you gave up a leadoff walk, so not a great spot at all. But you have Matt Olson up, who is a very good hitter, but right now you have to have him try to roll over or get a strikeout. You need either or just to get that momentum back on your side. So right now they're going to try to set up outside more than likely. That one he misses high. That one got away with a changeup right down the middle, but there sets up outside. And then here they set up outside again, but Matt Olson gets the barrel on it and gets a base hit, which is actually very impressive. Here, I'll show you this replay as Baldwin goes to third here to make it first and third. But look where that pitch was. I mean, the fact that he was able to pull that for a base hit, not only was he able to get the barrel around it, but he was able to drive it in the right center, which I don't know how he did. But he's just a very good player, so he just finds ways to do so. Now you have Austin Riley up, and as you can see, first pitch, he pops it up behind the first base bag. So right now you're the Royals, and you're thinking, this is great. We got our first out. First and third, so I mean we're fine giving up a run. We just need to get outs, right? We just don't want to let that second run score. So if you're the Royals, you're thinking, hey, we can get out of this. But now you have Mike Yastrzemski up, who is a veteran hitter. A lot of these Braves hitters are veterans, so it's just going to be tough outs in the spot. So right now you miss with that fastball, and you got Yastrzemski swing and miss there, and it seems like they're once again trying to attack outside, trying to make Yastrzemski roll over here, but you'll see in a second after that. Look where that pitch is thrown. Outside, literally on the corner, but Yastrzemski somehow gets the barrel on it and drives it in the right, or center field, right center-ish, and drives in a run. So once again, a Braves lefty is able to pull a ball that was outside and drive it. Not only did they pull it, but they drove it. I mean, Estevez and Perez were trying to get them to roll over on those consecutive outside pitches, but Olson and Yastrzemski just, I don't know, they just got the barrel on it. Just not an easy thing to do. So now it's a 2-1 ball game. Once again, is first and third. So not the greatest of situations, but now you have Ozzie Albies up, who has been in the league for a while, but the past couple seasons he's been a below average hitter. He's off to a hot start right now, but still, I feel like you feel comfortable to attack him, but it doesn't look like that way here because Estevez and Perez are trying to pitch around Albies, not trying to give him anything. And I'm not saying throw it right down the middle, but like, don't be afraid to attack him here. I mean, you have an opportunity for a double play, but there they end up walking him on 4 pitches, which you don't want to do because now it's bottom of the ninth, 1 out. And I know Michael Harris hasn't been that great offensively the last couple years, but at the same time, he's 2 for 3 in this ball game. He's seeing the ball well, so now you really got to face him. You don't want to walk the tying runner in, so you don't want to pitch around Harris, so now you have to pitch to him. And on this first strike, it's a ground ball, and it hits Estevez in the foot, and look at where the ball could have been. This could have been a double play with where shortstop was positioned here. And that could have ended the game entirely, and it would be a completely different scenario, but for Estevez, it hits off his foot, and a run will score, and now the game is tied. Not great. Not great at all. Now the winning run is on third, and there's 1 out. There's so many different ways that they can get this run in. Now you have Dominic Smith, and Dominic Smith early on in his career was off to a pretty good start, but after 2021, he just hasn't been the same hitter. So right now you have to try to get him to any sort of ground ball. Maybe not nothing that he can maybe get through a hole or anything, but I'd say you still want to get a ground ball, strikeout, shallow pop fly, anything to just limit that run from scoring right here. And you have a lot of options here. So Estevez first pitch, Smith doesn't offer. That one doesn't offer as well. So now 2-0 count. Not great, especially facing an MLB hitter, just getting behind on the count here. So now Smith is in full control here. So either way, he was able to get Smith to foul off a pretty good fastball inside. I still think they should attack him outside a little bit, but we'll see here in a second. And then that one, perfectly painted, but they called it a ball, but Perez ended up challenging it, so now that's called a strike. So now it's a 2-2 count. That changes the whole trajectory of this at-bat, or at least it could, right? That 3-1 count you don't want to be at in this spot, but it doesn't matter because Estevez, trying to get Smith to chase, ends up throwing an off-speed down in the dirt. So now, full count, 1 out. This is it, right? You don't want to walk Smith because the Braves will win the game if you do so. You don't want to give him anything right down the middle here because he's going to drive the runner in. What I'm doing is, I know it didn't work with Olsen or Yastrzemski, but I would still try to attack middle out. Just don't give Smith anything that he can drive. And I just don't think that a third consecutive time a lefty is going to be able to pull a ball and drive it, an outside pitch there. But what Estevez does, he doesn't listen to Perez, who's trying to set up outside. He throws that one high and in the zone, and Dominic Smith takes it for an absolute ride, and it is a 6-2 ball game and a win for the Braves. And just a lot going on there, right? Estevez, his velocity, I don't think is where it was supposed to be at all on the fastball, and I think that's going to be an issue moving forward. 2, the Royals last year, at least the graphic that was shown at some point in this, they were 73-0 last year when leading in the 8th inning. I have no idea how accurate that is. But if that's the case, I mean, that's insane. So they already lost that one there. And 3, this was an emotional home run for Dominic Smith. His mother passed away just recently. So this was definitely an incredible moment for Smith. And I'm just so happy that he was able to get it done in this spot. So now Braves walk it off. They win. And yeah, just a really cool moment. So thank you guys so much for watching this breakdown, and I'll see you all next time.